everybody! Welcome to one more episode of Talking Times. Are you interested in what are the things you have to know and do, the tests you have to take to study abroad? I'm gonna have an amazing conversation here with Maria Isabel, welcome. And you're gonna love this one right after our podcast intro. Oh, before that, next week, we're gonna have an episode on Thursday due to the Brazilian game, so take notes. I'll see you next week on Thursday. Now, Mauricio, roll the intro. I'll do this every episode now. Mauricio, roll the intro. You're gonna be like my sombra, you know? Hello, Maria, welcome.
Hello, I'm Mikey.
Before we begin, please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Isabel. I'm an English teacher at the Times Idiomas, at Goiânia, but I live in Campinas.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Every time I have somebody from Goiânia, the chat is crazy. You guys participate a lot. The students, the teachers. So shout out to you guys from Times Goiânia.
Okay. I'm very, very happy to be here. And I would like to share with you, with the students, the opportunities to study in the USA.
It's very interesting. When I was checking the questions here, I noticed a lot of students, they asked me a lot of the stuff that we're going to cover today. So guys, take note and pay attention. Before that, Isabel, tell me, every time I talk to a teacher, I like to ask, what was the process for you to become a teacher? You know, because, for example, in my case, I was doing a lot of different things. Then an opportunity appeared. I started to teach, and here I am. It's like this. You know?
Yeah.
So, what's your story?
Okay. Study English, study literature. Actually, yes, I'm a graduate in literature. Teaching in the literature from the UNESCO, Araraquara. And at the university, you're not good at English, because it's different. You learn.
You don't talk, actually, right?
No. We don't talk so much. And I start to work in English school. Yes, I worked for 14 years at the famous school in Campinas. I don't like to say the name.
No, don't worry. No problem.
And I teach, I give classes, private classes, and all the time.
And okay, what made you choose literature there? Were you like a book fan since you were a kid?
Yeah.
It was like a teacher from school? What made you choose that career?
The first time I think to become a translator.
Okay, tough job too.
Yes, tough job. And not for statements, documents, but literature. Yeah, Brazilian literature.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice. Okay, I'll interrupt you. Sorry. One thing that I never understood, and it would be nice to have your insights on this. When I was a pre-teenager, I think I was 10 or 11 years old, it was when I discovered that I love reading, you know. And it was because of a teacher. I mentioned her many times here, Dona Terezinha, bingo, you know, because she used to ask us to choose a book every 2 or 3 weeks. We were supposed to get a book, read, and write like a small essay, not something very elaborated. But
summarizing.
It was like this. But, and this I'm talking, maybe we were, I don't know, in the 4th or 5th grade. It was before we had to take those books that normally when you have the tests here, you know, to enroll, like Machado de Assis, 𝗧𝗹𝗺 de Queiroz, all those thick books, you know. And it was amazing. We had a lot of adventure fantasy books that she gave us a lot of options there. There was like some shelves full of this type of books. But then I almost lost all my interest in reading, because when we were in the 7th or 8th grade, grade, we were forced to read those books, you know, like, you have to read, what were the names, like, Memórias Póstumas de Brás Cubas, or these titles, you know.
Yeah.
My question is...
𝗧𝗹𝗪𝗃 𝗃𝗃.
Yes, it was so tough because it was this archaic Portuguese, you know. So my question is, why do they choose those? Because they're classics. Is the reason they choose those books?
No, because I would like to translate to English these books to show to the world our literature, our books, and even for students English that's interesting in read something from Brazil in English, because it's very, very rarely, it's rarely you find that the Brazilian nowadays. That's okay, but in the past it's very
without the internet and everything was different. So I don't know. I have the feeling. I don't know if in the United States it's like this, but the impression that I have here is that they prepare students, for example, to pass in one exam, like in a test.
In Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil. Like, this is the curriculum, the stuff you have to remember in order to do this test. And for teenagers, it's so hard. You know?
Very hard. That's a reason that I really like to admission process for the U.S. because it's different. Now you can show your grades, of course. You can show your letter of purpose for each university that I mentioned in the past, and also. For 2 years, in over all of the university in the U.S., you can study the 2 years without decision.
Okay, like you will kind of find your path there.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. No pressure.
Yes, no pressure. You can take classes, for example, the curriculum, normal curriculum, and you can add some different syllabus in your curriculum. For example, you are enrolled in administration, right? But you like to do performing arts. You can take together.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't make the learning and studying process so hard and tiring.
Yes.
You have, for example, arithmetic in one class. The other you have, I don't know, performing arts or music.
Music or many different areas you can apply. You can add to your curriculum, academic curriculum, and during 2 years you won't decide your major degrees, no? Because, for example, you are enrolled in engineering, aeronautical engineering, and this is a major degree, your major degree, and have the minor degree.
Okay,
yeah, that's degrees some difference. And the first year, the second year, you are totally free. You can talk. During these years, you are talking with the counselor from the university, and decides your.
So this counselor will give you some guidance in terms of, I believe you fit better here than there, or
better than there. What is your, for example, you are good at something, you are not good at something, but you can study your decision, right?
This is very interesting because in Brazil it's like everybody's kind of okay, do whatever you have to do without any guidance, like just do whatever you have to do, and people feel like lost.
Yes,
they're too loose.
Yes, I remember a friend of mine in the past. He applied to 𝗖𝗃𝗃 Physics at 𝗖𝗃𝗃 São Carlos. But now he is veterinary.
Oh, very different.
Can you imagine? Because sometimes family hopes you to become something.
It's true. Yeah? You have some pressures from
your decision.
Yes, for example, you have a father or a grandfather that are doctors or lawyers. Oh, you have to continue the family legacy.
Yes.
And the guy wants to be a ballet dancer or perform in Broadway, like something completely different.
But it happens in the United States because it depends on the family, no? Family's decision. Oh. But the students there are totally free to decide after doing 2 years, and finish your bachelor's degree in 4 years, like in Brazil, and getting the master degree. Some people ask me, master degree is pós-graduação? No, it's master degree, mestrado.
So really it's like a specialization in the field.
Yes, but there's different types of master degree. For professional master degree, and academic master degree. Okay. In Brazil, I think there's some only academic.
I think so. One thing that confused me a lot is the PhD, like philosophy doctorate thing. You know?
But I think it's too hard to get there. But there is a PhD, postdoctor, and in the master degree, for example, ever finished the courses, bachelor's degree, master degree, there's some intern works, depends on your grades, depends your behavior, your everything, you can search for job. Companies in the USA go to the university and show the opportunities.
They take that in consideration too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, a lot of things make sense now. So thanks, Isabel. Because I'm thinking here, this kind of gives an incentive for the student to have a good behavior, to be well behaved during the whole process. Because in Brazil, let's say I skip a lot of classes, I have bad behavior, but let's say I'm smart or smart enough to pass on an exam. Depending on my history, that wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
So they would kind of have teenagers without a complete frontal cortex there. They would be
That's true.
Yeah, they would be not that rational. Like, I am 13 years old, I need to have a good behavior because of my future job, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, the pressure, the parents would put some pressure. Everything you do is going to be on a record there. So, interesting.
Another difference from studies, actually, you have some syllabus, and the professors write or told to students the complete syllabus during the year. You have to study this, you have to study that, you go to the library.
So it creates a sense of responsibility as well. Without romanticizing, we have a lot of differences there, but do you think this type of system could work here in Brazil? I don't want to put you on the spot, because when I see, it makes so much sense for me, when you analyze some aspects that what you are describing.
Nowadays, I think it's not possible because the basic education is very failure. The students at the university then they don't write in Portuguese.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I noticed this, a parenthesis here, very ridiculous thing, but it was actually because of my mom. We were watching 𝗍𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗃, true story, and Silvio Santos said, "Oh, they want to ask the university," and the university students, they knew squat. They didn't know anything about the topic, and then my mom was like, "These people are in the university. They are so stupid." It's like,
yeah.
But this I'm talking about maybe 20-something years ago, you know, was damn, and then it clicked to me, like,
we have a poor education.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good cut. We have a poor education. And okay,
but if some government, if someone or the population ask for improve our education, I think it's possible. Why not?
But do you think, without siding with any political aspect, no. But do you think it's interesting the governance they want us to be intelligent and have good education?
No,
because I don't want to put the tinfoil hat, the conspiracy theory thing. But the impression that I have, is a little Machiavellic, but if the population is stupid, it's easy to manipulate, you know. So yeah,
completely agree with it.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
It's
with
difficult, but are we completely hopeless, or do you see maybe a little light at the end of the tunnel in terms of our education?
Yeah.
What could be done here, for example, for an improvement to happen?
First of all, improve the basic education. Yeah.
Like teach kids how to read and write.
Read, write, failure or approved students, because our system, there is no failure.
The tap on the back. Okay, you did your best. Continue is not good, right?
No, totally wrong.
Yeah, I agree too. It was stuff I remember. Funny enough, I ended up liking biology a little bit, but there was this teacher, Luciana. I remember you clearly because I was in the recovery group, in one of the years because of half a point in a test. And she told me like, "Sorry, Mike, your grade was not good enough. You have to come here on your vacation to keep doing the class." And I hated her so much.
But you do.
I did, and I passed, and she was right at the end of the thing, because it's like a Professor Snape from Harry Potter. They're very strict, very serious, but at the end of the day, they're trying to help you to improve,
But I think Brazilian students need.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Yeah. Teenagers have a hard time, Just mention this, I felt a little angry now.
Yeah.
But she was right. My grade was not good enough.
Yeah.
Because I just want to have vacation at the time. I was not worried about learning and everything.
Even though if the teacher asks so much for the students, the family comes to you so many problems like TDAH, TDAH, so that's another kind of failure things that happen. It happened in our education.
And I don't know, the size of the classes too, is like too many students with different learning profiles, and the teacher has to do a little bit of juggling and everything. Thanks, Lucas. A student posted here about the game. Thanks, man. We had a class today, by the way. And I don't know, I think it would be amazing if we had some of the incentives they have there, but we seem so far away from that, One example, every time there are Olympics, I see a lot of athletes that are there because they have good grades and have it. I imagine in Brazil having a scholarship because you are good in some sports, I would love that,
Yes.
I would love that.
Yes, but it's a difficult kind of to handle because you have to be good at academic and sport.
Yeah, it's not only you play football well, you have a...
Yes, you continue study. You continue have your tasks, your things. Yeah. But I have helped some students with the scholarships at the university at Colorado University. And I strong English study, strong high school student. She got, I think, $10,000 per year
To study?
to study.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but the total cost of this university, it's around $55,000.
Because you have to pay for a lot of stuff there too, right?
It includes the dorms, right? You can live inside the campus or outside the campus, depends on the city structures to offer this. Yeah.
What is your impression about the comparing Brazilian students and the system that we have in the United States? For example, when they are looking for students from foreigner students, their expectations there, they take in consideration the reality of those countries, or no, the student has to adapt to the system, like you need to step up, for example?
No. I think the students need to consider our reality, if I understand your question, Micah.
For example, let's say a university is going to open some positions for foreigner students.
Oh, okay.
So the expectation of the university is like, oh, these students are from whatever countries, the education system there is deep.
Oh,
they
good
cut
question.
some slack, or no? Like, you need to be good enough to come here and study with us.
No. Almost all of the university in the U.S. has scholarships for international students. Yes, they are very interested to getting international students because of the difference from the different culture, the different way to learn. The universities are very interested.
So they see as a positive thing to have these people from different walks of life and the cultural, the melting pot that they create with that.
Yes, the melting pot.
Oh, interesting.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice.
You can see many Chinese. Yeah. Sometimes you can say that Chinese American university. There's a lot of the Chinese.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the stereotypes, but they are very good with math and other stuff. So
and Indian,
another stereotype. They are amazing with computers. They are very good with computers. Tutorials too. It's true.
Yes. There are many international students at the university. And for example, at the north of the U.S., there's some amazing university like Minnesota University, and they offer more because of the weather, because of the place is smaller than New York,
okay, so it's not that famous, so it is lesser demands there.
You can get some most scholarship.
David Souza, American football works like that. They have like university leagues and stuff like that. You can only be a player if you are a student. Okay. You can only participate in the league if you are enrolled to some university.
No.
Yeah.
You have to enroll at your course.
That's interesting.
The another things that I really can say to our adult public is there are many courses in business, technology, and others subjects. And there, the scholarships, and the process is not too tough for degree, for short course, then degree course.
Okay.
Yes,
and you mentioned something like there are some courses that they would take like 2 months to.
Yes, you can study in the U.S. in a good university for online course.
Okay.
Through online courses or presential courses, you can study, for example. My son is graduate in administration. He started work at IBM here, and in facilities courses. Do you understand facilities?
The facility course, what does it mean exactly?
Yeah, facility is like take care about the building, about the infrastructure.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. He starts works in this department, and we are looking for the courses in this area. We found strong courses, blended courses, private, presential, and online courses at the Boston University, for example. These courses takes 2 months, and he need to go to the U.S. 2 times for one week per month during the courses. And he needs to show his graduation here from Brazil and the TOEFL exam results.
I would ask about the TOEFL.
Yes, and the curriculum. Yeah.
So you need to have
to enroll
good grades, good behavior. Okay, interesting. Before we go to the TOEFL, I want to ask you something about considering everything that we were talking about and a little before. How was your adaptation teaching at 𝗏𝗏𝗃? Because considering your background, how was it? Because for me, it was very different when I started to work here. Because I was teaching English classes in a more traditional way.
About the time idioms methodology.
Yeah.
Yes. Very cool, because I was talking previously about this. In the past, I give classes in the traditional methodology, and I think it's very interesting because for the first class, the students talk.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Talk all the time, or listen. And other students talk, and the conversation exposition is incredible. I think it's improved your knowledge about the language. You can use it. All the classes, special class, conversation class, yes.
Did you notice this?
It's a very good interactions with the students.
Did you notice this? When I started teaching here, something that was strange at first, but positively strange, was the surprise face, the surprise look on the student's face when he was understanding and answering me.
Yeah.
Like, hello, fulano, lesson 1. I'm teacher Mike, okay? Is everything all right? And this was like, everything all right, teacher?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Sometimes they repeat, okay. And I think it's a very interesting methodology. I like to work with it. Yeah,
me too. And I have no problem with traditional method. I learned with a traditional method at the time, but it's nice to see that learning can be fun and can be light for the students too. Especially we got a lot of students that are adults, they work, they study, they have a high level of stress in their routine. And when they go to a class that they can chill and they practice, and it's like something that, oh my God, I'm using the things that I'm learning. It's completely different. It's very nice to see. I really enjoy give classes through this methodology. It's different, of course. Yes, I think the students that are engaged in this methodology can really talk in English in a fast time and
quick time, a different phone. Yes. For example, you have some grammar points, comes together and amplified your acknowledgement.
It's true. Yeah.
And the students don't need to study too much. No?
Yeah.
It's a natural.
Some actually they can do it if they want. For example, teacher, I want to write more, or I want to speak more. Go to this class. It's easier to manage. Nice, very nice. Okay, now let's go back there before we. I need to remember everything because I don't want to miss any question here that we have.
Okay.
Let's go with the TOEFL thing. Okay, it's kind of a myth, for some students that the TOEFL is very tough.
The TOEFL is very tough.
Yeah, and I have given some preparation classes back in the day, and I remember that the students they struggle the most within the interpretation of the listening exercise. Because, for example, if you have some tips how to improve this, it would be amazing. But for example, there will be an audio and they have like 40 seconds to listen,
yes,
and a small time frame to answer. And sometimes the questions will be like, did she order pineapple or whatever? And there will in the listening, the characters there would mention the word, but sometimes would be like in a negative way, like I'm allergic to pineapple. And the students, they will go like, oh, pineapple, this is the right one, get tricked.
The listener is, in your opinion, the listening is the best part of TOEFL. In my opinion, I think it's writing.
Yeah.
I administrate TOEFL for 5 years here in Campinas.
Send the questions, guys.
No, because the proctor is not allowed to see the text. Even take this test.
Oh, it's true. You went close. Like I remember, like when we got the package. Okay, you guys. Oh my God, you're so old because it was a CD at the time.
At the time, nowadays, totally.
Like I said, back in the day.
Yes. In my opinion, I think the writing is difficult. The writing for me is difficult skills to develop it in English.
You think maybe this is a consequence of our education system? The students are not used to writing well and create a structure, maybe with cohesion and everything. They just
sometimes it's difficult to prepare a letter, to prepare an essay. Yes, because there's some different steps, no? You follow, even in Portuguese, no?
As for example, somebody that is correcting a TOEFL test there, what are the things that they want the most there? For example, in the listening, it's very objective. They have an answer, choose an option, okay. But what are the things they want the students to put in the text?
Okay, that's exams are totally digital.
Okay.
Right? You can write on the computer. Yes. And if I don't mind, 20 minutes for speaking. 20 minutes for lesson and 20 minutes for writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can a student prepare for this? What would you recommend?
There's so many courses, so many preparation courses for TOEFL. For TOEFL, but even students can study by themselves. Yeah, there's so many books. But I really recommend to take classes with a teacher in English.
No shortcuts, guys. Sorry. Yeah, they will have to prepare. Okay, tell me about your job in the embassy, right? U.S. Embassy.
Oh, okay. That's at the U.S. Embassy.
You mentioned, what best job I've ever had. So,
Yes.
how'd you get there? What happened?
Okay. In the English school, 𝗖𝗍 in Campinas, was, because it closed, unfortunately, was a binational center. Brazil, Estados Unidos.
Okay.
And to be a binational center, they need have a study education office.
Okay.
Yeah, supported by the U.S. Embassy. What I mean supported by money? No, by information.
Okay.
From the universities, from the courses, from application, from scholarship. Whatever you want to know about this Education USA can help you. There's so many Education USA around Brazil. Yes. You can search for the internet. You can talk to them and ask this information. So how can I get there? How can I apply for? And how can I get scholarships? Okay. This U.S. Embassy has educational department, Bureau of Education Department. And each binational center has education center to help students studies in the USA. Yeah? That's the extract.
Okay.
And I was training. I worked for 5 years doing this at the office, doing in the Science Without Border. Do you remember?
I remember.
Okay, I made so many translations because UNICAP students sent to us so many transcripts to translate in English now, because there is a document you have to send to the U.S. university. And it was amazing, Mike, because I think I could help some people to understand.
Nice.
To open their minds, yes, for another culture, for another way to study. Yeah.
What were the profile of students that would come to you looking for some help or guidance?
Okay, teenagers and the last year of high school, yeah. And during the Science Without Border, graduate students, yes, because the universities around the world offer this 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗶 program. You can stay there for 1 year.
Okay.
And even though you can show to the university the same process and do the TOEFL, yes, not changed from the university.
Okay.
Right?
Somebody asking here, David Souza, can you explain how is the TOEFL test, please? Okay. For somebody that has no idea, what is a TOEFL test?
TOEFL test is an English exam that covers 4 skills, 5 abilities in the English: listening, speaking right, and listening, speaking right, and I like this. And you need to know the grammar, English grammar, of course, because you have to write something, understand questions.
Yeah, the comprehension thing, like I mentioned to you, the students struggle a lot with that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes around 44 hours, this test. You have a break, of course, during the exam. And you get the score. I think the best score there is 120. if I don't mind.
I always confuse too the TOEFL and TOEIC, because one I remember there was like 900, well, the other was like this short, smaller the number, but I forgot you.
No, it's different.
Yeah.
120, but for example, Harvard asks to students got 100.
Okay, a minimum of 100.
100.
Ooh.
It's a very...
It's like 80% of the grade there. Okay.
Yeah, but because that not only by the exam, right? The TOEFL exam, it's only the way to show the university you can reading, listen, and speak English very well.
Okay, so answering your question, this is a good point. It's an exam to show that you have the minimum communicative skills to be there and interact and learn. It makes sense.
Because nobody talking Portuguese at the university. You need the English. Yeah? That's impossible.
So the first thing a student has to do here, let's say even before applying for this test, you need to practice your English as much as you can. It's obvious, right?
Yes.
And even the conversation aspect of it, because some students, they think they need only to be very technical, like I will do 100,000 listening activities and write a lot.
No, the TOEFL comes with the general English, questions about general things. Yes, not specific. There's no TOEFL specific for medicine, for biology, for laws. No, it's general.
So guys, if you are watching us, I'm talking straight to them now. If you're watching us, do your best to become, advanced, practice as much as you can, and then you take the test. If you are one of our students and you are following the methodology correctly, when you go to the advanced, it's a moment in the course that you could do the test, by the way. So it's not that far, If you start on the basic level in 9 months, maybe you will be able to go to the advanced, and maybe even less, and then you could do the test. Or when you finish the dynamic course, that was normally Claudio tell us.
I think so.
He asked it here, how many questions? I don't remember. I really don't remember. It could be 1,000 or 100. I actually don't remember.
Okay, I don't remember.
But more important...
But it takes 4 hours.
Yeah, this is the most important thing. You will have 4 hours. Okay. He said, it looks like the MIT test that I have already done. I think so. Ooh, interesting. Wow. Yeah. Okay, and going back there... what are the misconceptions that the Brazilian students have about 120? Okay, 120. Thanks. What are the misconceptions that Brazilian students have about the American education system? The things I think it's like this or like that, and
Brazil got some... Oh, it's not possible for me.
Okay.
It's a dream.
It's too far away. Why?
I stood because I don't have money to pay. Okay, that's a good question, because there's some cheaper university in the U.S.
Okay.
It's called community colleges. Yes. There are so many community colleges. The TOEFL grade it's around 7th, 8th grade. It's not too hard. And you need to show your interests. You need to show your degrees. It's the same process to application, but you can pay around $25,000 a year.
Okay, so another thing the students have to do, because they're going to be asking for tips, prepare yourself financially, like plan ahead, right?
Yeah,
plan ahead. Okay. what are the things that you have learned working directly with these international students? What would you say? Oh, I've learned this, or was something new for you?
Okay, totally new, because I didn't know about this difference from the education admission process. I could see students getting to the universities happy, and before.
Do they ever go back to you like, oh, I got in, thank you so much?
Yes. No, actually, I help some students, and they stay there. I think some conclude the bachelor's degree. I don't know, because I don't work with this. But it's a very, very interesting. Very, very.
I imagine when they, it's very tough, because they go to you for. You mentioned they were teenagers, so they go to you with this dream. I want to go there, blah blah blah, and I imagine, I don't know. I have some students that for example, they said, oh, my dream is to move from Brazil and go to another country. And eventually, after many years, sometimes I stumble on a social media and I see the person is living in Ireland or in Australia.
Yeah.
Some of them are invited to come here, by the way. And I don't know, I cannot help but I feel a little proud, like, oh, it happens a little bit. So I imagine you had this feeling too.
Wow.
It's
very proud.
It's very nice, very satisfactory.
Because it's difficult to find a student can have money to pay, and can admit it. Because the university doesn't matter for the money.
That's true.
Before that, the students can approve it to the system, to the courses.
Okay, so one misconception is that you mentioned, it's not for me, blah blah blah. It's for everyone that has the correct dedication to go there and to prepare.
Yes, I think every dream is possible for everyone. Depends on your dedication. Depends your interest to realize this dream. In education abroad, I think it's the same. It's the same.
No, makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Do you know anything about what is the impression that the universities have about Brazilian students? Because, for example, in the professional area, when I talk to some IT students, some of them tell me, the Brazilian IT professionals, they are well regarded, they're hard workers, very with a lot of ingenuity. IT guys, they almost don't know how to improvise, so they are very dynamic in this aspect. So in terms of students, what are the impressions that they have about
in terms of the students? I really don't know. I know about the universities. Yes. I would like to say to everyone about the fair, education fair. There's some education fair in Brazil every single September. Yes, the education fair comes lots of university.
Nice.
It happens in São Paulo. I don't know, you can go to the Education USA Brazil. There is a calendar there, and lots of university comes to Brazil because they, that I said, they have interested in Brazilian students, and it's a good opportunity to see, to talk with the representatives, learning about more the courses, learning about more the system.
What's the place they should go?
Education USA. Education USA.
Okay, Education USA. Go there, guys. You changed careers many times in your life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that, because it's another aspect again, going back to the IT students, a lot of questions that, I worked with this, I would like to go to another area. So how was it for you?
The changes.
Yeah.
It's strong.
Okay.
Difficult sometimes, but I can learn it with each changes.
Oh, nice. What were the most different things? Because you mentioned something at the beginning of the conversation. For example, the guy was in administration, for example, and then end up being a veterinarian, for example.
Yes.
Now, what were the most different things that you have done?
Okay, I worked as secretary.
Okay.
Director secretary. Yes, there's no exist more this position. I work so many times, and then start giving classes, English class.
Okay.
And my recent change was when I teach English with robotics.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
For kids.
Okay, wait. How does it work? Teaching English with robotics for kids?
Yeah, I'm slightly English, of course.
Oh, no, okay.
It happens, my ex-boss opened the company, and then they invite me to work with him. And I prepare the coordinations about these classes in English. And he bought some pieces, some things about STEAM in the STEM maker.
Okay.
Maker.
So his aim is to create little geniuses there.
Yes, yes.
Little Tony Stark. You know?
And in order for adding this course, he asked me, Isabel, can you give some classes about robot? But I don't know nothing about the robot. But it's easy. Yeah?
Of course, they will say something like
you can help the little kids, to make something. Yes, you are very, very creative.
Yes.
In English. And I got it and work with this.
The way you are describing, I imagine will be like Lego with creating.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Not Lego, Lego, no?
Yeah.
Because there's another company. I forgot the name, but a little pieces, a little place. The students can
assemble the thing.
Yes. There is a planner. There is a model. The students can do it.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yes, and the class are given English, not all the time English, huh? Because the schools in Campinas were interested to improve the extra class. Yes, for example, extra class.
Yeah, and I would love to do that. I think it's nice because it's very practical, and sometimes teaching kids and teenagers too, but you have to do something fun for them. The process has to be fun.
Yes, yes.
It's very interesting.
They were very motivated to building the things and talk in English. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Very interesting idea. I remember. I think this video is still on YouTube. It's a boy that is 13 years old, like with a hat and a long hair and a surfer. You guys can look after these episodes. It's called School Hacking, something like this.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this?
Yes.
And he's describing a school where we learn history doing a theater play. We learn physics doing like a skateboard model with the calculus and everything so practical. You know?
Okay, I think it's a different kind of a different way to learn something. By building something
it's so
to
nice.
Discover. Yes.
Yeah, because
not the boring class.
Exactly.
You have to see, to read something, because it's not good.
And it's nice when I watched that. It's, I don't know, many years ago, and I said, okay, why don't we have something like this here? You know, it would be nice.
Yes.
Because I remember I went back to the time I was a student, and I felt so demotivated. Like, why do I need to learn? The question that I used to ask as a student was, where in my life I'm gonna use this? Because I had no clue the practical application of the stuff, you know.
Yeah. But you need to study.
Yeah, it was like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, you need to study. This is in the curriculum. You need to study.
Yeah, that was the standard. Exactly this. Another question here. Do you think like having the TOEFL diploma or certificate is important to help me in some work interview? Because a lot of people say that having any diploma is enough, you know. So, in a professional aspect, you know,
for graduate, undergraduate, or for short-term courses, because normally the university make interview with the students.
Okay, so even with the grade and the diploma there, you will need to talk to the person. Before
the students could admitted.
What about not for a university course, but for example, for the work career of this person? Does it make this is, I guess, David's question, if I'm correct. Does it make a difference, or if the person speak and talks and, you know, speak with cohesion is enough, you know? Or you heard like, oh, this person has 120 TOEFL grade, so they get impressed.
No. The admissions process is a get together. This office at the university see all of the grades.
Okay, it's not only one thing there.
No, not only TOEFL.
Okay.
If you have a good TOEFL, you don't have a good scores.
Yeah, and another thing too, I imagine if we're mentioning a work interview, the living proof that you actually speak is yourself speaking, you know, and interacting with the person too. You know,
you need to know.
Of course. I have some bad news. We are running out of time already.
Oh.
I told you that time flies. See?
Yes.
Okay.
The time flies.
I'll ask you a Maria Gabriela a question now. What advice would you give to someone that wanna change careers? You know, because the person is interested in moving to somewhere. It's a little afraid. I am in my comfort zone, but I wanna try something different.
No, don't be afraid. Just go. Because each new experience, you learn many things. Doesn't matter if you okay or not okay in the future, but only for the experience.
Makes sense. And going back to the beginning of the conversation, you mentioned the system that they have there. The person has 2 years to experiment, to try many different things before making up their minds. And okay, this is the path I'm gonna follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think in Brazil is strong for the students from teenager. They can't decide this.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't have. They won't prepare. No?
I remember I was so scared before doing the university admission test. I was like, if I choose wrong, I'm gonna be a failure for the rest of my life. You know?
Yeah.
It was heavy. You know, I was like 17 years old. It's like, well, what the hell do I know about life when I'm 17 years old? You know. Isabel, thank you so much for being here. Well, very easy to talk to you, and a lot of interesting things for the students to learn. Final message to everyone watching us.
Okay, people, don't give your dreams. If you wanted to study abroad, even United States, even another country, follow your dreams. Yeah, try, make some good decisions. Try the best way, the best university, the best course you can improve your knowledgement. And I think so. I think this.
Thank you so much. And guys, again, yes.
I'm so glad to be here.
No, it was a pleasure, and I hope we have a serious change in our education here. The cynic part of me doesn't think it's gonna happen, but the other part, the optimistic one, say, oh, it would be nice if we had an improvement in our education system, and you did something beautiful helping the students too. That's amazing.
Yes, help the students.
And guys, thank you so much for the messages here too, and I remember, I didn't forget, next week the episode is gonna happen on Thursday due to the Brazil game. This episode is going to be on Spotify tomorrow. Hope to see you next week on our next episode of Talking Times. Bye bye.